Ever since I've implemented GoHighLevel's AI assistant into my client's business, she's been absolutely printing money. And in this video, I'm going to be walking you through step by step how you can set yours up so that you can do the same for your business. So the first thing that you guys need to do is head on over to your HighLevel and head on over to Settings and Conversation AI version 2. This has recently been released, so make sure that you're in version 2 and not version 1, because if you don't migrate it yourself, on December 12th, HighLevel is going to do this for you, and there may be a risk that it's not migrated properly. So with that said, let's just get right into it. The first thing you're going to do, of course, is create a bot. And after I've made myself a little bit smaller, what you're going to do first is just rename this AI assistant to whatever you want. Now for this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how you can create an AI assistant that's an appointment setter. However, if you do not want it to book in calls for you, you can purely have it run as a Q&A assistant. Once we've given it the name, what we're going to do is select the supported communication channels. In this case, by default, it's only SMS. If you use a lot of Instagram and Facebook, I would suggest taking these. If you use a chat widget inside of your websites and you want the AI to be present in there, make sure to tick these two as well. After that, you're going to scroll down a little bit more to advanced settings, and you're going to make sure that you've written down the correct business name. In my case, it's going to be GoHighLevel for School. Now over here, wait time before responding. Make sure that you leave this long enough for it to seem human, but not long enough for the lead to forget that they messaged you or not realize who it is that's answering them back. As a rule of thumb, leave it between 2 to 5 minutes. I'm just going to leave it at 2 minutes. Now, of course, your AI is going to cost you to actually run. However, I can upgrade to unlimited AI employee, where I pay $127 every single month for an unlimited amount of messages, but also for the AI agent that calls people automatically. And stay tuned for a future video, because I'm also going to cover how you can set up your very own AI call assistant. With that said, the next thing you're going to do is select the maximum messages that a bot can send in a conversation. Again, this is more useful if you're just paying per response, so take that into account when you select this number. I usually set it to around 20 because I would much rather have all of their questions answered and them booked in than my bot just stop answering them and me not see that I need to get back to them. Now, very important, you need to tick this setting over here if you want the bot to go to sleep if you manually answer the message yourself. So let's say that a lead messages you and you're awake and you're not busy and you're able to get back to them. If this is turned off and you do answer them, there is still the chance that the AI will answer as well on top of your answer. So make sure to turn this on if you're going to be answering a few of the questions or booking people in yourself. Once you finish this, make sure to hit save. And now we can go to the next page, which is the bot training. Here is where you're going to give it all of the information that the bot needs to know exactly what you do. And if there's any questions and answers that you know people usually ask, make sure to add them all on this page. In my case, I'm going to train this bot on what I offer inside of my HighLevel for School community. So I'm simply going to copy that URL, as I don't want it to be trained on all of the URLs on school because I don't want it to know about other communities. I'm just going to select exact URL. If this domain solely belongs to you and you want the bot to learn everything that there is to do about your business and you have multiple different websites, funnels, landing pages, etc., make sure to do all URLs in this domain. In my case, I'm just going to do this and get data. Once you hit get data, it's going to think for a few minutes and then it's going to fetch all of the data, and you'll be able to see over here all of the links that you've used to train it and if it's already trained or not. You'll also be able to delete this and add anything else that you want. There's absolutely no limit on how many links that you can upload here, and the more, the better. Now, just to give you an idea of what the Q&A section looks like, when you press add Q&A, it's literally going to pop up with a box where you add your question and type in your answer. And whenever someone asks something that's similar to that question, it will give something similar to the answer that you wrote down here. Just make sure that you hit save. And throughout this process, you're able to test out your bot over here by just talking to it yourself, asking it questions, and potentially also trying to get yourself booked in. Now that we've added all of the data that we wanted to know about, we're going to go ahead and go into bot goals. Here is where you're going to add all of your prompts, the intents, all of the additional information that you weren't able to add on the last page. This is where you do it. So the very first thing that we're going to do is open the prompt and start customizing these things. The first thing that I'm actually going to do is customize the personality. Now, although custom values are very good to use, I usually do not like using them as I want to minimize the amount of mistakes that can occur. So what I go ahead and do is actually type in my business name over here so that there's no way that the AI bot will miss it by having the wrong custom value associated to it. Now, in my case, I want this bot to be an appointment setter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this second section over here because I do want the bot to help people with appointments. Next up, we start looking at intent. Now, again, this is an appointment setting bot. So what I'm going to do on top of this is I'm going to add that your goal is to assist the customer with their queries and get them booked in for a call with me using the calendar that's added below. Now the calendar will be added right over here where you see appointment booking, and we'll get to that in just a second. And make sure to always use punctuation just in case this messes up. Now, additional information, conversation guidelines, maintain a casual, all of these things are fine. Examples, all of this is fine. If there's any sort of terminology that you wanted to avoid or any sort of terminology that you wanted to use, make sure to add it here. The more precise you are and the more you repeat yourself, the more likely the bot is to actually listen to what you have to say and actually use those things. In my opinion, what I suggest you should do is I suggest you should very quickly edit these things to make them personalized to what you need and start testing out the bot on the right-hand side of your screen in this text box so that you can start tweaking the bot as you go. However, before I start doing that, I want to set up your actions, in which case I'm going to select appointment booking and I'm going to select which calendar I wanted to book people into, in which case it's going to be my free call. Now, if you want to limit what the bot can do when it books in appointments, or if you want the bot to do a certain action after it books them in, or now that you've selected the calendar, if you want to restrict the bot from doing something, or you want the bot to do something after it's booked in the call for you, you're going to select one or more of these boxes. In my case, I do not want it to do anything else, so I'm just going to pause bot responses after booking. What I'm going to do next is hit save, and now we can start testing out this bot. So for example, I'm going to ask, hey, what do I get inside the community? And as you can see, the bot is going to wait a little bit as it needs to think and also seem more human. But as you can see here, this answered absolutely perfectly. Hey guys, so this is Afonso from the future. I'm currently editing the video and I just realized that stupidly, I completely forgot to show you guys a demonstration of me booking myself in for an appointment with the AI assistant. So what I've gone ahead and done is, excuse the shitty quality, is I've just gone ahead and put in some prompts and messages to see what the AI would say. So how can I get on a call to find out more? AI response and my response. As you can see, as it's Friday and I don't take calls over the weekend and people cannot book in further than 48 hours out, it unfortunately shows no slots available. But what people would see is what days and what times are available, probably around 3 of them, and then you would select which one you want and the AI would go ahead, ask you for your email and book you right into it. So that's pretty much it, and onto the rest of the video. Now, if you like how the bot answered, make sure to give it a thumbs up. This trains the bot even more. If you do not like it, make sure to give it a thumbs down, and you'll see here that you're now able to say, okay, if someone asks this, this is how I want you to answer it. And when you train the bot and you ask the same question, it's going to now remember what you trained it, and it's going to give it the correct answer. So now go ahead and start testing out your bot as much as possible. Get friends to test it out, get your target avatar to test it out, get your current clients to test it out, and see how it handles. If you're satisfied with how it handles, make sure to hit save. And the last thing that you need to do is go under bot settings and turn this on to autopilot and then save so that your AI bot can function without you having to lift a single finger. So no matter whether you're busy on calls or sleeping or on holiday, your AI bot will be there to help answer any questions that your leads or your clients have and also get them booked into calls via the calendar that you've added here. Now, if you want to learn how you can automate email marketing by using GoHighLevel to email market to thousands of people every single day, to get more traffic and to get more sales, make sure to check out this video here because I have a step-by-step walkthrough of how you can do that.